Hey guys, what's up? I just want to talk about the Haas effect. A lot of people have been using it and making tutorials about creating nice wide stereo sounding mono claps, etc., and M1 pianos. And what they're doing is they're using the Haas effect, which basically is creating an illusion of a stereo width. Okay, so you're actually taking two channels, the left and the right, and you're delaying them, and you're slightly delaying them to such a fast speed so it almost sounds like they're playing at the same time. So here's a normal clap. Okay, then what you're doing is you're adding a delay and you're inverting it, so then you're getting the left and the right playing at opposite times, and then you're gradually bringing the time down to create this illusion of a wide clap. Okay, so this is called the Haas effect. It sounds like this. So you can see you've got the delay, and then you gradually bring the delay closer and closer until it makes a wide stereo sound. Just like that. Right, now you might think that's a cool thing and it's really useful, but the problem is it only works for certain situations and it doesn't work in mono, because when you play this in mono and the both fields are clashing, then you get phasing issues, and when you start to get phasing issues, it completely ruins the sound and it can actually make the sound disappear. So if I put this into mono, you can hear the phasing and you can hear that sounds pretty poor. So it's not really a useful technique as such. There is certain uses for it, for its panning abilities, which you can research about, but overall there's a far better technique, and it's simply layering. So I'm just using a clap as an example here. You can do this with anything, but what I have is a central clap playing, and then I have a slightly different clap here, and then a slightly different clap here. And then what I'm simply going to do is take one to the left, one to the right, and then we're going to play all three together. Now that's a much better use of the stereo field, creating this great wide dynamic sound. And when you put it into mono, it still sounds great. Okay, you're not going to get the phasing issues and the clashing issues. You're filling out the spectrum and you're making the sound thick and full, and that's what you want to be achieving. Alright, so just to recap today, we're basically, if you research and use the Haas effect, or you've watched tutorials telling you to use it for these situations, then don't use it, because most club systems are in mono, and if you want to be getting your tracks into the clubs and get them playing out to thousands of people, then they're not going to enjoy it, because a lot of these phasing issues are going to take place. Okay, so it's actually going to ruin the quality of the sound. It might sound great on your speakers in your studio, but just play it on your phone or on a laptop, and them speakers are so close together, they're playing in a mono sound anyway, so it's going to really kill the effect that you're trying to achieve. If you add claps like this and push them to different areas of the mix, then that is obviously going to make it wider and make it sound more professional. Alright, so just a heads up with that. If you are using the Haas effect, then go and take a listen in mono and make sure that it's not phasing. Maybe you've got away with it with the way you've done it, but you know, there's a good chance it's gonna affect the mix. Alright, so that's just that. That's basically what you need to do to avoid using the Haas effect, is just use more samples and push them into different areas of the mix. Okay, have 3 claps, 3 hi-hats, push them out wide and create this effect, slightly different sounding, and then it creates the illusions. And then what you can even do is turn them down. You know, you can adjust the note velocities, and you can even add little offbeats, so then you can start to create little effects and little nice illusions. So you can start to create different effects like this. Then you can turn the volumes down on the side hits. Right, that's far better than just using the Haas effect, right? It's actually starting to create rhythm and groove now. Then we can add a bit of swing and we can start getting creative, and you can just go from there. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope it's helped you out. If you've got any questions or anything you want me to make, leave them in the comments below and I'll get straight to it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.